Spirituality is meant to be a force that holds us through the hardest moments, a path to clarity, transformation, and our highest potential. With the rise of social media, spiritual ideas, both ancient and modern, are spreading at lightning speed. And while many of them offer wisdom and seem to elevate consciousness, like anything else, without proper interpretation and guidance, they can become a dangerous escape, justifying bypassing the real work required for true transformation. So how do you know when it's time to pause and investigate whether your deep dive into spirituality is actually harming your life? How do you recognize whether the leaders guiding you on this journey are safe, integrated, and truly embodied? Welcome to Things Your Mother Never Told You. Let's begin. Spirituality is meant to awaken you, to pull you out of the fog, to strip away illusions and bring you face to face with truth. It is meant to support you, to give you strength, hope, and a profound sense of purpose. It offers a path to something greater, a search for meaning, a call from the depths of your soul, a journey that shapes not only your perspective, but the very essence of your life. Believing that your experiences are part of something deeper, that your path is woven with purpose, that idea alone has the power to transform everything. But here is where the paradox begins. Spirituality is an unregulated space. Without discernment, without a strong inner compass, it can become a labyrinth, not of enlightenment, but of illusion. Like medicine, spirituality can be a powerful force for healing. It can teach us forgiveness. It can show us how to love. It can carry us forward in our darkest hours, reminding us that we are not alone, that something greater is at play. But the same medicine, when misused, can become a means of escape, a way to numb ourselves from reality, a tool for bypassing the very work that is required for true transformation. So how do we recognize when we've crossed into the dangerous side of spirituality? Let's explore. One of the most telling signs that spirituality has turned dangerous is when it claims to be the only way. If a teaching insists that there is only one true path to awakening, that the only way to reach enlightenment is to follow a specific method, a teacher, or ideology, and that without their guidance you are incomplete, then you are no longer engaged in spirituality. You are engaged in indoctrination. True spirituality does not demand your loyalty, your obedience, or your dependence. It does not ask you to surrender your discernment in exchange for belonging. It guides you back to yourself. It does not claim to be the source of your power. Any teaching that centers your strength outside of you does not serve your liberation. It serves its own agenda. Another red flag? When your spiritual devotion is not reflected in your real life. You consume the teachings, you attend the retreats, you immerse yourself into the language of healing and ascension. But in the world around you, your relationships remain strained. Your friendships do not deepen. Your financial well-being does not improve. Your inner world is chaotic, despite the stories you tell yourself about being enlightened. If spirituality does not translate into real, tangible change, then it is simply another distraction. Because true transformation is felt. It moves through you, shaping your interactions, expanding your ability to love, to connect, to build something meaningful. If your spiritual path has become a cycle of consuming wisdom without applying it, then you are not evolving. You are performing. Perhaps the most crucial question of all: who is guiding you? Because not all spiritual teachers lead from a place of true embodiment. Some lead from unhealed wounds, from their own unresolved trauma, disguised as wisdom. This is why discernment is essential. Does this teacher embody what they preach? Do they cultivate real, grounded relationships? Do they seek to empower or to keep you reliant on them? And perhaps, most telling of all, how do they treat their own humanness? Because what I've observed time and again is that many who claim to have reached enlightenment, who speak of unconditional love, who teach acceptance and surrender, are deeply afraid of their own bodies. They fear aging, change, imperfection. They attempt to escape the physical experience rather than embrace it as part of the divine experience. But what does it say about a spiritual leader if they cannot make peace with the simple truth of being human? What are they really teaching? If your teacher is running from reality, what are they leading you towards? Sooner or later, every human experience will reach its conclusion, no matter how much we try to delay, transcend, or control it. We will all exit this world, inevitably. So doesn't it make more sense to fully immerse ourselves in the experience of being here, to deepen our connection with this physical reality rather than resist it? To embrace the gift of being human, not as something to escape, but as something to honor. Because if we are destined to leave this place one day, then wouldn't the greatest wisdom be in fully showing up for this while we're here? To feel everything: the joy, the heartbreak, the beauty, the rawness. To experience this life with open eyes, an open heart, and an unshakable presence. Spirituality was never meant to pull us away from life. It was meant to deepen our experience of it. When I longed for a sacred space where women could celebrate all of life, the beauty and the mess, the joy and the pain, I searched, but I couldn't find it. So I created Magnetic. And it's more than just an event. It's a gathering of women from around the world, a space where you are safe to feel, process, and reclaim everything that society told you to suppress. This is where you shed the old, awaken the new, and step into the fullest, most powerful version of yourself. You can find all the details about my next Magnetic event below. I can't wait to meet you there. Love always, Dr. Amanda.